fascinating how you just decided I'm going to learn how to channel
Mhm.
because to me, for instance, years ago, I would think that that was a gift that some people had and I couldn't just learn it. But you're saying we all can channel?
I fully believe that. Yes. I think that the gift part of it comes in the manner in which we channel. So, my channeling gift is that there's very fluid language, words, imagery, connections that I'm able to make that come through the language that I'm channeling and the connections that I'm making on the other side or on the soul level on this side. But someone else's channeling gift might be through their dance, it might be through their writing, it might be through their art. And this is all channeling. Channeling is just connecting to divine energy, and we are divine energy. So that's why I believe, yep, we are definitely all channels. And if you have good teachers, I feel like you can pretty much learn anything. And I've had great teachers.
That does make sense. And channelers are channeling different energies. Like it seems like you are channeling what's going on Earth right now, not so much extraterrestrials or angels. Is that a choice or something that just was sort of your gift?
Great question. Maybe on some level it is a choice because it's where I am most intrigued and fascinated by our soul agreements and our soul relationships here in the now, in the physical three-dimensional experience and how it extends to the fifth dimension. But I do channel from other perspectives too. I have had clients who are very deep in their spiritual journeys, and they will have me channel extraterrestrial beings that they feel connected to, or they will have me channel from a particular angelic realm that they feel connected to. I don't have to know what it is in order to be able to bring the message forward. But yeah, if you ask me what do I love to channel, I love to channel animals, I love to channel trees, and I love to channel the human souls that are here right now.
Like, how do you know or feel that it's not you and your ego or fantasy that's talking?
Well, this comes with the thousands of hours of practice, really. So, through the commitment to channeling and to maintaining myself as a clear channel, which I believe is probably more than 80% of it, is the maintenance part of it, so that my frequency is as high as it can be. So, I'm able to interact on those levels and at that frequency with other souls and beings. That's a huge chunk of it. And then in the beginning, I feel like everybody questions, am I just making this up? Is this coming, just from wishful thinking? This is what most of us do, no matter what the skill is that we are trying to hone. So if you assume you're going to question that, and you still dedicate yourself to the work and practice of it, you can go beyond that.
Was it like a time where you did question it in the beginning, where you got a solid sort of proof that, hey, this is real? Because I remember in my spiritual journey, I needed the proof for myself.
Mhm.
So I took this course, this astral travel and dream course. And long story short, I managed to astral project out of my body. And that was like the proof that I needed. So I understood that, okay, what I'm reading in books, spiritual books, is actually true. I'm not making it up or I'm not just believing. Did you have that moment where you're like, this is absolutely happening?
Yeah, that I have that moment every single time I channel for someone. They affirm it on some level, whether it's something specific that was said, a particular word that was used that their loved one constantly used, whether it's a feeling or an essence of what is coming through, and they are connecting very deeply to that being. Maybe it's something earthly, like a color or whatever, but the affirmation comes constantly. However, even with that, I still sometimes question. This is just the human condition, right? I'm not a robot channeling. I am having the full human experience, and we
Yeah.
do, we're taught to doubt ourselves.
I know, and it's so important to speak about because I
Mhm.
feel like some years ago, some people would put like spiritual teachers and channelers and especially gurus on pedestals. that you were supposed to fully 100% walk the talk. And then I interviewed Neil Donald Walsh, and he said that you teach what you need to learn yourself.
Mm.
And I just love that because then I relaxed and I didn't had to pretend that I knew all this stuff and I was this spiritual person. I could just be myself because I think subconsciously I was afraid of being judged. Like, since you're doing all these interviews, Jannecke, you should know better. You shouldn't do that, or you should not drink wine, or whatever it is. And yeah, that we're human, and we have these skills and we believe in these things and we're doing our best. We're humans. I think that's so important.
It is, and I agree with you. We teach what we most need to learn because I teach the core of what I teach when I teach channeling is self-trust.
Ah, beautiful. Um, I get asked this sometimes, like, what is your like in best or most significant ahas from your interviews? And it's a hard question to answer, but still, I'll throw it over to you. Like, what is the biggest insight you have received through channeling about the nature of reality?
Hmm. Yeah, that is a dense question. I would say, because there's so much to it, right? I would say what I continue to learn is that our our interconnectedness is it goes beyond what is our family, even beyond what is our soul family, and extends to everybody for all time. And so there's no such thing as really doing something just for me. Everything that I do in service to my own growth, to my own self-love, to my own self-compassion is contributing and blanketing the planet in love and compassion and care. And this comes through again and again and again. And it's definitely time for me and all of us probably to get that message very clearly, because we also have the opposite teaching from culture that says what we do for ourselves is selfish,
Mm.
and that somehow flies in the face of what is in service to others. But actually, self-love and self-care and self-acceptance and all the things that we do to nurture and nourish ourselves is in service to all of humanity and all of life. So that's profound, and I try to keep anchoring back into that.
Yeah, that's really important. And it just gives us more inspiration and enthusiasm around like diving into this because it's not selfish. It's all about that you are me and I'm you, like from a higher perspective. And the more we develop and expand, the more we will help the world expand their consciousness as well. Yeah,
Yes.
that makes sense to me. To watch the full video, click the link below, and I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel.
Ina, letho, resto maliata falia, tan shavralet.